What's up, everyone? Who's ready to talk boobies tonight? It's going to be a good time. We've got some decent movies on the horizon here. So without further ado, let me go ahead and bring in all my guests here. Tonight is my night to host, so that is why this is on my stream. But let me bring in my first guest here. We have got, this guy cracks me up. His quotes during movies he hates, classic. Blake, go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody, just in case they're here for the first time or don't know who you already are.
Is anybody here for the first time? Let's be real. Everyone wants to watch every Super Boobie movie episode. We got playlists. Get on there and watch all the old episodes. But yeah, I mean, I'm a little drunk, so we'll have a good time tonight.
Yes, it's going to be a good time for sure. All right, let me go ahead and introduce the next guest. Equally as funny. Her laugh is infectious. We got Mel from My Killer Podcast. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yo, what's up, party people? It's Mel from My Killer Podcast. Blake, I was going to ask you what you were drinking earlier. What is that?
It's Bullet Old Fashioned. It's prepackaged like old fashioned. It's basically straight Bullet with orange bitters in it, but it's fucking good. It's fucking good. This is all, I mean, all I drink is Bullet. So,
well, I am 100% looking forward to this conversation we're about to have.
What are you drinking?
This is my third one today, so we should be having a good time.
Mel, you drinking anything tonight?
Nope.
No
I
Bullet.
should be. I'm late to the party.
Yeah. All right, let me go ahead and introduce my next guest. This is his second time on the channel, first time in a very long time. What's up, Adam?
What's up, Bob? What's
go
up,
ahead
everyone?
And introduce yourself to anybody who doesn't already know you.
Yeah, it's I'm Adam, the movie hunter, but I'm booby hunting tonight. You know, with the two movies we have, and just glad to be back. You know, glad to be back on Bob's channel. Glad to be with you guys tonight. First time with all of them on tonight's panel, so can't wait to play with some boobies and talk about some boobies and boobies.
All right, let me go ahead and introduce the next guest. I think it's his first time. You'll have to tell me, Jim, is this your first time ever doing a live stream here? I'm not sure. I think he might be frozen here. Jim?
Yeah.
Can you hear us? Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Is this your first time ever doing a live stream?
I did one with Mastercast last week. Suburban Commando and what was the other one? Body Slam.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, that was a fun one. But thank you. It's an honor to be here to sit at the table of the Super Boobie Movie Review Club. So thank you for having me.
Be a good time. All right, let me go ahead and introduce my next guest. We got Mr. Tony of the Dead. What's going on, man?
Hello. Thank you for having me. What am I saying? I'm on this panel.
I am not on this panel. I am a guest. Just so
She is a guest.
She's a permanent guest.
She declined the membership.
I declined the offer of titties.
Yeah.
So everybody knows.
Mel likes titties, just not that much.
Right.
But apparently I've been on the last two streams now, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how this goes.
She's on it.
She's your what, third one now?
Maybe,
in a row?
I don't know.
How offended am I going to be if she decides not to watch my movies now? That'd be rude.
Very, very rude.
And then so on and so forth.
It's just Master Chaos's. I'm going to be sick that day.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and introduce my final guest here. MC will be in a little bit later tonight, but we've got Linnea Kwok.
Hey, everybody. You may remember me from Tosh.0 10 years ago or this show every month.
And I think we lost Jim. I think
Jim's like, fuck that, I'm out.
Jim remembers it from 10 years ago, and he's like, fuck this. Oh, yeah. That guy?
Yes. All right. Let's go ahead and get Jim back in here. Hopefully that fixes it, Jim.
Wi-Fi's being an ass tonight for some reason.
It sounds like mine a while back.
Yeah.
How that was. Oh my goodness. Sometimes live streams they don't, it is what it is. You can't control the internet and all that stuff.
It's unpredictable. Anything can happen on a live stream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
AOL
That's
startup on Saturday night going on.
Of course, it's full moon night.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and catch up fun in the chat here. We got Adrian James. Hey there, Bob and guests. We got Jim Powers in the chat. My Killer Podcast in the chat. Mizzy E, appreciate you being here. Hey, Bob and panel. Holland Oates, what's up, Boobie lovers? Dell on Movies says, what's up? What's up, Dell? Hey, Dell. And Tim says, Bob and crew. Bob will kill it as a host. Thank you so much. We're going to talk some titties just for Tim. Titty Tim. And Tim Talks Titties says, howdy Holland and Mizzy. All right. Hello, Bob and crew. Not really my double D cup of tea, but I'm here for over-the-shoulder support. Thank you.
Aw, Fish, that was amazing.
Fish. We got Mama Blu-ray in the house saying Mizzy. We got Smirk. Hi, everyone. Sorry, Fish, but this is definitely my double D cup of tea. Just make sure your wife's not around, Dell. I don't want you getting in any trouble. Tim says no. Holland Oates. Tiana loves movies in the house right here. Hey, everyone.
Hey, Tiana.
Hey, Magic hands in the house. Let's see here. Fish Film Collector. Everybody just saying hi back and forth. We got Sean in the house. Huge supporter. Thank you so much for being here, Sean. Vinicio, the horror cholo. Big Full Moon Features fan right there. Draculina Horror. She just started up a channel. Hey, everyone. Hi, Mizzy.
Hello.
Rogue Witch is here. Thank you.
Hey, Rogue. What's up, girlfriend?
Well, she's not the
Oh,
only.
I'm second now. I'm second now when she says, hey. She puts Mel before me now.
Oh, yeah.
I see you, Rogue.
Okay.
Master Cat says I'm coming.
Of course he is with these movies.
Yeah. Roland in the house. Hello, all. And if I skipped anybody, I do apologize. Just want to get right into it. I think I've caught up with pretty much everyone, just highs back and forth. So let's go ahead and look at that. Draculina Horror getting cozy for some super boobies. All right.
Nice.
So let's start. To anybody, if this is your first time here, what we do is we run through the first movie, which tonight will be Sorority Babes in the Slime Ball Bowl-O-Rama. Is that correct? Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yep.
And so that's the first one. We'll go through the whole, yeah. So Bowl-O-Rama. There we go. Rama. But yeah. So anyways, we'll talk about the first movie. And then after we all go and have a turn, we'll go through and we will rate it on what is it? Boobies or titties? Nipples? It's nipples.
It's nipples.
Nipples.
Because you guys like to cut them in half, and I don't like that
Yes.
shit.
Cut them in half quite a bit. Mel doesn't approve, but that's too bad.
Mm-mm.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Bullet Blake, I'm gonna put you full screen. Go ahead and talk about the first movie here. What you got?
All right. This movie I actually enjoyed. Like I like this movie. I've seen it several times before. I'm a big Linnea Quigley fan. It's got great boobies in it. Lots and lots of boobies in it. The premise is a little weird. Like the pledges, they need to steal a bowling trophy, which is super odd and random. And then they accidentally release this imp, which is not the best part of the movie because the boobs are, but the imp's enjoyable. My old lady didn't like it at all, but it was an entertaining movie. It suited the booby genre as opposed to like Lennon Hawk's choices. But overall, it's a good movie. I enjoy this one. Like it's not a good movie, but it's enjoyable. So I'll say that. I'll cut it at that.
All right. Perfect. We got Basement Blues in the house. Uh-oh.
Hey, Tony.
Tony.
There you go, Tony. But what's up, Tony? We got Tim. Do you have footage planned for the stream? If you're talking boobies, I want to see boobies. Well, Tim, this is as close to boobies.
Yay, titties!
There you go.
Only the men will be flashing on the stream, unfortunately.
Oh, geez.
Right.
There will be no flashing involved.
I don't do that shit for free.
Get your super chats ready.
Yeah.
What's up, HBO? Holland Oates. We've got Gus in the house. That's a whole lot of keys. We got Tony's movies and more here. Appreciate you being here as well. Just got a lot of people in the chat saying
I'm gonna
hi.
change my fucking name. Jesus. How many 20s are in here?
Well, do it. Jeez.
Now it's Anthony.
Haha, Gus, you know I had to be here to support Bob and Boobies.
Bob and Boobies.
Rogue says, Blake, take your shirt off.
One more of those old fashions, maybe you will.
Yeah, keep drinking,
I
sir.
should have done there. I flashed at 3. Just stopping by to say hello. Enjoy your live stream. Of
Oh,
course,
Tony's
he's
not gonna
here
hang out
today.
for this
No,
one.
he doesn't want to talk boobies. Mel, go ahead and talk about sorority bowl babes and the whatever.
No, you gotta say the whole thing correctly before I can talk
Sorority
about
babes and the slime Bowl-O-Rama. How's that?
Slime ball.
Slime ball Bowl-O-Rama.
Yeah,
The original
slime-
title was just The Imp. Can we just call it that?
Go ahead, Mel, talk about the imp tonight.
it. Clearly not a better title.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so I've actually been wanting to watch this one for a really long time. It's been on my to watch list, so I was actually kind of excited to watch it, and I liked it quite a bit. It has boobies in it, but I mean, it's not just like a gratuitous amount of titties all over the place for no reason. You know, there was like a very distinguishable reason as to why they showed up in the beginning of the movie, and it progressed the storyline throughout the movie. I loved the imp. He was my favorite. Cheesy B horror movies with small creatures in them are my absolute favorite. So this movie was just for me. I found it to be incredibly fun and entertaining.
That's fair. That imp annoyed the shit out of me.
Oh my god, I loved him so much. How is he laughing? I loved it so much.
A super chat by Nick. Much love, y'all. I'll be watching the replay in the morning. Appreciate you being here. I got a super chat video for you, Nick.
Oh, now you're just kissing ass.
I like that.
Let's see here. Okay, so let's keep catching up on the chat. Oh, looks like we've got Master Chaos stopping in.
Oh man. Wait, are you wearing your burial ground shirt?
Hey,
All
sorry,
right.
my sound was down. I am, yes, burial ground shirt. I'm ready to go. Talking titties. Specifically, very excited that Mel is here and that Jim is here. But I'm glad to see everybody else.
Yes, Imp was good. Bride of Frankenstein was great. The janitor annoyed me. Somebody else that's
I
like
like
busy
the
was
janitor.
Dude,
Frankenstein.
the janitor. Everybody knows who the janitor is, right?
Yeah, Buck Flower.
Buck
How could
Flower.
you not like Buck Flowers?
He's amazing.
He's one of my favorite characters in the movie.
George Buck Flowers.
Amazing.
Yes.
And he's working under a different name because he was a SAG actor and the film was not SAG. So I guess he did somebody a favor and he popped in there. I forget what name they use, but absolutely George Buck Flower. He's amazing.
Goes by multiple.
All right, Adam, you ready? Talk some slime ball.
Yes, babes. I love it actually. Mainly because also of Linnea Quigley, Spider. I'm a huge Linnea fan, so I mean, I would have just watched the movie if she was in it for 5 minutes, but she is one of her main roles, so or not main roles, but she's in it a lot. But
It's one of her coolest roles.
yeah, the Imp, I'm like, whatever. But the overall movie, it's definitely a better structured movie than Beach Babes. There's an actual, like, somewhat of a plot, even though it doesn't make sense. I mean, yes, I guess for a prank, go steal the bowling trophy for Babs or whatever. I can't remember what they're called. The Delta Pies, or not the Delta Pies, but something anyways. The Brink Stevens, Michelle Bauer were the other main reasons that I liked the movie. Michelle Bauer is like probably my second favorite horror Green Queen, if you want to call it. Boobie Queen, really. That's really more accurate. David Kotow, he knew what he was doing. So I just loved the movie. It kind of tailored off towards the end for me, but overall, I guess two big.
Hold on, we'll cut the nipples later.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Two
is
big,
all that's to
like,
do.
great movies. Like all Just good movie, great movie.
We got Mizzy saying, "Yeah, I watched this last night with Bob. Yeah, he got the Bride of Frankenstein as well. He's like, yeah, does it give you Bride of Frankenstein vibes? He would give it 3 out of 5. Looks terrible. The sequel though looks terrible. Yeah, the sequel.
The sequel is abysmal.
Awful.
Also, the version of the sequel on Tubi is completely edited with no nudity, so there's no reason to watch it on Tubi.
Oh, geez.
That's weird. Why would they do
That's
that?
why you have. That's why you have these things.
Yeah.
For a coaster?
I have the inside scoop on why it's edited, but we'll talk about part 2 later.
I can't wait. Tony, take it away.
This was the first time I've seen this in a long time, and I remember back seeing it. And I was really young, obviously, but it kind of like freaked me out back then because I thought, oh, it's a bowling alley and that, but then like his head gets ripped off, and that like kind of being a little kid, like a younger kid. I don't know what year did it come out, 88, 89 or something.
88.
I was like, I don't know why I was watching this back then. You know, I must have snuck a lot of movies.
I wasn't even alive.
In 89?
Fuck you, Blake.
Get the fuck out of here, you son of.
Yeah.
Blake, how old are you?
I'm 34.
He's 12.
It's a
He's 12.
baby.
He got little baby. Look at him. Yeah, it freaked me out when his head got ripped off and thrown down the alley. You know, I was like, that was traumatic for me. So I really didn't visit this for a long time. And now I've had the Blu-ray for a while, and I've been wanting to rewatch it. And now we watched it for this, and it was very enjoyable. Like Blake said, it was the plot line, like where she turns into the bride of Frankenstein, and then the other one has that face. It's like, okay, whatever. And then Babs is the only one that kind of made sense because they all were talking about her being like, what's that word? What's the thing with the whipping? The dominatrix. That's the
Dominatrix.
word. Yeah. That was like the only one that made sense. The imp, he didn't really bother me, but I don't understand why every little creature like that is like talks like that in a Charles Band movie. Like they all have this kind of voice, and they're all up with the times. Like he's stuck in a trophy for 30 years, and yet he knows everything that's going on. And don't say because he's an imp he knows everything. He lost all his power in that thing.
Right.
But yeah, main reason I wanted to see this too is because Michelle Bauer. Like my God.
Yeah.
But I was surprised. Yeah, I was surprised at like the cast in this too. Like, I didn't know that what's his name that was from Nightmare on Elm Street 4 was in this. Was the main guy? The
glass.
Yeah, I didn't know that was him. And then the other guy, I'm bad with names. That's why I'm just like. And then the guy was like the heavy guy was from Night of the Demons. I didn't know he was in this. It was just like cool. And then Buck Flowers shows up. I was like, holy shit. You know, it's just a great cast. They did. I don't know if it's how the movie is or it's the Blu-ray or what, but I feel like there's a lot of cutaway scenes too, like where you see her like, oh, they're throwing the ball down the alley, down the lane, and you don't see it hit her.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like why couldn't they show that? But then they kind of did some clever stuff where like when Brinky Stevens is getting ripped in half, and then they put that pillar in the middle. And have somebody's legs over here and her over here. It looks like she's ripped. That's kind of clever, but like I would have liked to seen it more. But all in all, it did definitely have titties, and I liked it. But the one thing that I couldn't stand was the very ending. I won't say. Well, I guess we're going to talk about the ending too. But like, I was like, "You're just going to leave it there?"
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Literally out on the curb.
Yeah, and it's not like
they ran out of money.
It's just a tin can. It's not like there's an incantation on it. Oh my God!
Right.
Yeah,
A sequel bait.
Yeah. But it was fun. I'm glad I got to rewatch it.
We got Sydney saying my favorite in this one is Robin still. After Slumber Party Massacre, I wanted to see all of her films.
Yeah.
Blake knows all of these women. Laugh Aloud. Holland just watched the trailer. I was like, I'm good. Tiana with the super chat. Thank you so much, Tiana. I have a super chat for you, Harry.
Oh
my God.
The best. That's the best.
Where did you find that picture?
Mel sent it to
I sent it to him.
Wow.
So,
He asked for pictures, so that's what
that sounds
Bob.
bad in context. Mel, we need to elaborate.
What other pictures did you send him?
Or somebody messages me and says, and then she was like, "What kind of pictures?" And then you ask, I was like, "Hold on, Mel." I was like, "Just normal pictures of you." And she's like, "Why are not feet pictures?" I was like, "Why are you getting? Are you getting people that ask you for feet pictures?"
people really want to see my feet.
I had a person come in the chat last Wednesday.
Quit messaging Mel asking for feet pictures.
My DMs are gonna blow up now.
Someone came in my chat last Wednesday and they asked if something about Shayna's feet. And I like, does Shayna like her feet toes sucked on or something like that? And I said, not as much as your dad likes me sucking on his. And then I blocked him.
Cool comeback, bro.
Thanks. Burn. I could say the mom, but like I think it goes even further for the father, you know.
Still affected from what happened to you in the skyscraper, huh, Tony?
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna fuck your dad, bro. Whoa, dude.
Somebody clip that, please.
Yeah, please.
God damn it.
You can't say anything.
Nope.
Benicio with the chat, super chat. Thank you, man. That beautiful thing about boobies is that no matter the size, they are all amazing.
Whoop, whoop.
And I've got a super chat.
And I like titties.
That's Tim Talks Talkies. In case anybody doesn't know, that is his voice.
That's my favorite.
Very good.
Titties.
Yes. Let's see here. We've got hate, no hate in my blood. 100% Del. Hey there, Jim. Not that I have them, just don't want to discriminate. Does that go for movies too, Benicio? Let's see here. Jim said he's having Wi-Fi issues. I'll see if I get it fixed. Appreciate it, man. No worries. I know sometimes it doesn't work out. I heard Tony has enough lotion for everyone. Just a rumor that's floating around.
Right there.
Oh my God.
Foot lotion, am I right?
I can't get it to pump though.
Yeah,
oh wait, now it just did.
Oh Lord.
That was funny.
Oh, bummer.
How much did those
Raw
pictures
dog.
cost, Bob? They were free, Howland. That super chat is an all-timer, Ellen says. Ha ha ha. Yeah, Tony, you got his ass good.
Tony.
We're gonna be thinking about putting super chats. Nope, that's just my killer podcast live. Only Tony would go there. That's a big bottle.
It's not well, it's a normal size bottle.
Yeah, that's a good one because that's like the healthy skin one. So like it, helps with peeling on your penis.
Right. I have no peeling here.
It's foot
Does
size,
that happen?
What? Is that what?
Can we have another what did we do last time? Another science talk.
Testicle talk.
Yeah, we need to have wiener talk right now.
Yeah, this YouTube this live stream is definitely not staying monetized.
You never know.
Sorry, Bob, you should know better than that.
Oh, I'm totally okay with it. I do go in.
This is all educational YouTube.
All my boobs are monetized.
Right.
Oh.
Just so you know, from light to rich, this is rich. So
you got to get the rich.
YouTube after dark.
You can't jack it to regular stuff.
No.
Yeah, the richer is creamy, because it helps, it adds to the frothiness. So you got to get in there, and when you're scrubbing away, it just kind of adds to it, So Absolutely go rich.
The cleanup job's
Look at
easier
Blake's
too.
face.
It's a no-brainer, right?
He's going to
I
check
forget
his
he's-
lotion to see if it's rich or not.
I know. He's like, God damn it. I
Right
don't
back.
think I have the rich one.
Enjoy
this-
tonight. Mel
just
escape
wait.
while he still can.
She can't. She's under contract. She cannot escape.
Yes. This should be interesting. Benicio says, ha ha ha.
Oh shit.
Linnea Clock, go ahead and take it away.
As the name would imply, Linnea Quigley is my favorite thing in the movie. But I don't have any nostalgia for this movie because the first time I saw it was a few years ago when it was on Joe Bob's marathon. So I think this was like the third time I've seen it. I would probably rate it higher if I wasn't a bigger fan of Nightmare Sisters, which for those of you who don't know, same cast, same crew, was filmed at roughly the same time using the leftover film or the short ends from filming this. I think that one has better nudity and the comedy works better on it. But Sorority Babes is sort of a combination between an 80s boner comedy like Revenge of the Nerds with a B horror movie. And for the most part, that marriage gels well enough. The nudity is not terribly erotic, but it's not meant to be because it's a comedy, and there's enough of it. I mean, if you like Michelle Bauer, she did some hardcore stuff later, so you can just go to that as well if you're not, if this movie isn't doing the trick. The Imp is... just sort of that sort of delightful 80s racism. I'm not sure why they use that voice, but okay, sure. It would have made more sense if the movie was still called The Imp, but the movie would probably not be remembered if it weren't for that title, because I had heard that title for many years in my childhood before I ever saw the movie. So overall, I mean, as far as like these super silly full moon movies, I'd call it like mid-tier to mid-higher tier. But as far as of these types of movies, I tend to lean my preferences more toward like erotic thriller type stuff than this type of thing. But for what it is, it's fine.
If Michelle Bauer is throwing herself at you, you just go with it. I don't. Yeah. What was he thinking?
I don't know.
The law.
It's his fucking wish, for God's sake.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
He's like, stop.
I love it.
Why did he wish for that and then was like, no?
Did you see how he had a boner? He totally had a fucking boner. I'm like, oh my God, this poor guy.
It's a method actor. He's got to get into it, you know?
He probably had a fluffer.
Michelle Bauer on top of me. I have the same problem.
Same. We got Steve in the chat. Greetings, gentlemen, Mel and Flick friends. Helen saying, hey, Steve. All right, MC, take it away. I'm going to let you go ahead and rip it off. I'm going to put you full screen and just...
hello. Hi.
Rip it off.
Well, first of all, I love this movie. I love this movie quite a bit. It's part of my seminal. No, I'm not going to do whatever. It's part of my childhood. I watch these kind of movies all the time. You look at the cover, you're like, oh, I can whack to that. I mean, I can enjoy that. That looks like a fun movie. And and the first time I watched this, I think it was HBO or Showtime or one of those things. I'm like, damn, this is a lot of fun. Big horror fan. Obviously, boobs of any kind at any age is a special occasion. So this movie gives you all of that. Yes, it's weird. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Why is there, it's a whole kind of Aladdin-y kind of setup. I don't know the background on the plot necessarily, but I do know that both of these movies were made by a gay man. So for the fact that a gay man gives us two incredible nudie movies is pretty spectacular. I know some backstory stuff that I'm not going to get into right now. It was shared privately, so I can't really get into it. But I do know that there was an issue. This will play into the second movie where David Dakota would, when he was casting, he wouldn't cast the right-looking actresses for the parts, and he would always cast, guys that he thought were super attractive, and he would sort of overindulge. We'll see that in the second movie. He would sort of overindulge on the male aspect more than the female aspect on some of these movies, and Charlie had an issue with that, and that's sort of been remedied. Here, I think it's definitely more of a female-centric movie, and I think that's the right way to go with it. We don't really want to see the fucking guys. It's the ladies, and Michelle Bauer is absolutely the star of this movie. She is beautiful. She's amazing. This is the first, actually maybe the only that I can think of right now, that Linnea is the final girl. and she doesn't disrobe, which is a rarity for her. And I'm, I applaud that choice. I think Spider's an interesting character. It's almost if Trash had grown up, had survived Return of the Living Dead, this is maybe what she would have become. She's an interesting final girl, but she's still herself. I'm good friends with Linnea. She shared a couple of behind-the-scenes stories that I can't share on air. But she had a great time making this movie, and I know it's one that they're all proud of. Now, why did they make a sequel? Well, it has a fan base. It's still sort of a cult classic. It's still an iconic film of that era. The results are mixed, and we're not discussing part 2, but it is not a good movie. Unfortunately, it's directed by Brink Stevens. She's in the movie as well as Michelle Bauer. They play ghosts. Spoiler alert. But they're in the movie. The movie is essentially a remake of the first movie, but way, way cheaper and a lot shorter. For some reason, the thing we're running into Full Moon nowadays that I have an issue on my movie now is that they don't want to make feature-length movies. They're making movies that are, for some reason, 55 minutes to an hour long, and that's it. I don't get the reasoning behind it. I still haven't gotten a clear answer, but that's the way it is. So the sequel is actually about as long as a TV show episode. So if you're inclined, go check it out. But on Tubi, it is censored because for some reason, Tubi has a thing, according to Charlie Band, that they can't show nudity when it's sexualized. But that doesn't make sense because there's a lot of sexy movies on Tubi that aren't censored as far as I've seen. So I don't know what's happening there. But it is ready to rock over on Full Moon Streaming, which is pretty cheap if you're interested. And then my movie will be on there by the end of the year. So if you're interested in checking out Furnace Leech Woman, it'll be on there hopefully by the end of the year. But overall, I love this movie. I think it's a really special movie. It is a product of its time. It's absolutely a cult classic. If you have not seen Sorority Babes and the Slime Ball Bowl-O-Rama, do yourself a favor and watch it. You're gonna have a good fucking time. If you like 80s comedies, if you like cheeseball monster movies, you're gonna love it. It's absolutely that. And I'm good. You can bring everybody back in now. I feel weird just being me.
Keep him up there.
By the way, I do want to take this time to announce that Mel and I are starting Super Foot Movies. It's a new panel show just about movies revolving around close-ups of feet. It's going to be great.
Tarantino movies. Just Quentin Tarantino movies.
I was wondering where he was going with that.
Mel's foot will be the thumbnail.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Yes, indeed.
So is your movie that you're doing with Full Moon going to be 60 minutes or is it going to be like a...
That's what they're telling me. It's got to be it's got to be short, and I'm not sure why that is. Honestly, a little behind the scenes action for you guys. We have 5 days to shoot it, and we have a very, very low budget. So we have to. It's one of those things where, like, I mean, my other movie that I shot last year we had 6 days, and that was 90 minutes. So we can do it, but it's just sort of. Can we make it work? Obviously, puppetry is hard. Figuring out how to use the puppet is difficult. The biggest issue right now is how much puppet can we have? And for me, I want the puppet in the fucking every scene in the movie because it's a fucking Leech Woman movie. I don't want a movie about other people talking and then the puppet just looks around at them talking because that's boring. But that shit takes time. And yeah, I'm going off topic. But yeah, it is.
Benicio
it'll be
asks,
short.
What's the budget?
I have not gotten a clear answer on that, but I know it's going to be. I'm pretty sure it's going to be less than my last movie. My last movie was $100,000, so that's all I can say in terms of how much I know it's going to be.
Before I move on here, Rogue Witch says, serious question: who's y'all's favorite? Michelle, Linnea, Brinky, or the Imp? I'm going Michelle Bauer.
No, it's Linnea, 100% for me.
Yeah, Linnea, still my girl. Still my girl.
I love Linnea. I mean, she should have got naked. I mean,
she didn't get naked in either one of these movies. Actually,
what a pervert!
Yeah, I feel like Mel's favorite is the Imp, unless maybe Brinky.
I liked Linnea, and I did like the Imp. He cracked me up every time he laughed. It's great.
It's Michelle. For me, she's the one I haven't met or worked with. I've worked with Brink. It's pronounced Brink, by the way.
My bad.
The E is silent. She's French like that.
You had
Brink is
Brink in one of your
amazing.
movies?
She is, yeah.
Which one?
Corpses Are Forever, my second one. She's amazing. What a wonderful. Actually, Linnea is in that one as well. She's in two of them. I love both of them very much because I've worked with them. But I gotta go with the meats, and Bauer's got the meats, so I'm gonna lean toward Bauer. Although the Imp's got a pretty hot ass body too, so it's hard to pick.
She's got the meats.
Yes, the Imp never went limp during shooting.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. Dawn Movie says that's BS. I watched a movie on Tubi with a full-on butt-ass naked scene.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy. Weird. Because I saw that it was only 61 minutes long, and I was like, is this even a full feature? Because I've seen like Baby Oopsie's like 45 minutes. So yeah, I saw Full Moon is going really like shorter run times. So a Tarantino stream, basically a foot movie. A foot
movie, yeah. It's gonna be great, Mel. Can't wait.
I can't tell you how excited I am.
As much as puppet as possible. All right, so for me, I didn't have any expectations. I didn't even know what it was about. Watched it on Tubi last night. I had a good time with it. It's not great. It's a pretty bad movie, but it's fun, which is exactly what I'm looking for in something like this. I had a good time with it. I liked the cast, and it was just a fun movie all around. So. And there's some fun boobies in it. Michelle Bauer, I didn't even realize it was her at first. And then I was like, I realized it. And yeah, I'm definitely a fan of Michelle Bauer.
The titties.
Yeah.
Her acting. She's an actor. Okay.
Her titty acting.
Her boobs are more recognizable than her face. I think it's all good.
Well, that's something.
Mike asks, Linnea before the boob job or after?
After.
Are you asking us our preference? Before,
really?
1,000% before. Yep.
Mel?
Natural titties.
I don't have a
Mel,
preference.
what do you say?
I don't give a shit.
I didn't know
Depends
she
on
had
what
a
they
boob
looked
job.
like after. If it
Bob
was
recognized her from the boobs right away.
You watch it like this. I know her.
All right. Go ahead and take it away, Blake. Are you cutting nipples?
No, I will give this one 4 nipples. I like this one. I like this movie a lot, actually. So,
wow.
Benicio says boob job. Thumbs down.
I didn't know she had a boob job,
baby. Yeah.
You couldn't. Have you seen her older movies, man?
Linnea Quigley?
Yeah.
Yep.
She's got.
I've seen her older ones. Yeah,
get them though, like
A cups, and then she goes to C cups.
Yeah, but they're not that big.
They're not that big, but they're way bigger than she used to be.
In Night of the Demons and like stuff like that, did she have the boob job in those?
Yes. Her first movie, if you see her first movie, it's called Psycho from Texas or something. She's in the end of it. Sorry to have. I mean, it is about boobies, so I'm gonna be gross. She's a super flatty, and then she goes on to be a little more plump as we know her.
I think she's also only like 17 in that movie too.
Yeah, I think she was.
She hasn't grown into her boobies yet. MC.
I'm sorry, Mel. You're the one who's obsessed with feet. All right. You wanted to be on this. You wanted this.
I did not want to
By
be
the
on
way,
this.
stop sending me pictures of your feet. I don't want to see them, Mel. I do not.
You're like the
Stop
only
it.
person in the world that refuses my feet pics.
I know.
I don't want to see them either.
Shut
I
up.
have my own gross feet.
Mel is officially going to be selling pictures of her feet to anybody who's.
Please join my OnlyFans page. Thanks.
And mine.
Shots of Mel's feet. If you want Tony's feet, go join his OnlyFans. It's linked in the description down below.
Honestly, you'd probably make a lot of money. I'm not kidding. There are people out there who would love that.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Mel, you probably would make a killing.
Mm-hmm.
Got the Foot Clan up in here. It's like Ninja Turtles.
Rogue says, "What's the best Linnea movie?"
Return of the Living Dead.
Adam, you're big. That's a good one.
I agree.
Did you guys know? So I heard. So basically, they wanted her. She had a bush originally for the movie, and then they didn't want her to have one, so they had her shave it, and then they didn't like the way it looked or something like that, and so they laser removed it, and that's why she's completely clean shaved in Return of the Living Dead. Did you guys hear anything about
Bob,
that?
this is a titty stream. Why are we talking about Bush?
This is the vagina show.
Sorry,
Next week.
my bad. I was just curious. Maybe Benicio knows. I know he's a big fan of that movie.
Why do you have such information as this anyway?
It was just something that I heard. Okay, Mel?
Was
That
it?
sounds familiar, to be honest. I thought I heard something about that.
Thank
but
you.
I don't know.
Yeah, she may have talked about that at one of the conventions I went to. I think somebody was brave enough to ask her about it.
Tell us about your pubes, Linnea. Well,
Yeah, forget about your acting career and your life. Let's talk about your bush.
They were a Merkin aficionado.
Or
And they had
lack
to know.
of bush, Mel. More like lack of bush.
right. Where did they go? Oh, well, there's a funny story.
Well, thank you for asking.
Savage Streets is pretty close to the top for
Yeah.
me too. I love Savage Streets.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Foot Clan.
I'd say Night of the Demons for me.
Yes, they put a mold over it because they couldn't show lips. See?
Oh,
Told you there was something to do with it because I was like, this looks very abnormal. Holland Oates said he does know. Look at that. I do know. See, you guys are getting on me. I knew he would know. I think it's a wild concept to have Bush in 2023.
Mondo's not married.
He was talking about Jeb. Jeb's not making a comeback.
Yeah, no, I was too. I'm married to Jeb Bush.
Oh my God. Glycerine.
The stream is getting very X-rated. So Boobie's stream is already R-rated, and then you put it on my channel, it gets very X-rated.
Okay, so let's talk about fisting.
Oh my God.
Planet Mando says, I'm never getting married. I'm seeing. He doesn't want Bush.
All right.
We got Bush.
We got Bush.
All right, Mel.
What?
You want to take it away?
What do you want?
How many toes does it get?
About that? Just let us know how many. Let us know how many nipples
Nip it
that
out.
this movie gets. Or whip it out, as he says.
Like I said, I liked this movie quite a bit. It gave me all of the 80s horror nostalgia vibes that I needed. It's cheesy B. It's all the things that I love in a movie. So I'm going to give it 3 solid nipples. Going total recall on y'all.
So nobody's cut nipples yet. Nice. All right, Adam, what do you give it? They're running away with Bush right now in the chat, so I got to catch up to that.
Yeah, we'll go back. We'll go up to the top half again. The boobies. I mean, I love the movie. So Brink and Michelle and Linnea. I'm gonna also go with the 4 full boobie nipples, just perky. It's yeah.
What was that? There you go.
That's the showgirls. Pitch him a little. You can put some ice on him.
little bite a little bit.
I'm erect. Why are you not erect?
Ellen says this booby train is off the rails with all this foot and Bush talk. Planet Mondo says I don't like Bush beer, the president, or the public. Version, no Bush all around.
Oh my God.
So so hold on,
Bush.
Mondo. Does that mean if you're walking down the street, you see a bush, you're like, get the fuck out of here, and you set the bush on fire?
It's a shrub or nothing. Only shrubs.
Right.
What is
about
this shit? And he burns it down.
Mondo, what about?
I wish Mondo was on this stream right now.
I know he should come in. I should send him the link. What about the landing strip, Mondo? Are you okay with the landing strip?
So you know where
Do
to
we
go.
have
It's
to talk
training
about
different.
all the different variations here?
That's what we do.
Harry
Mel.
Potter lightning bolt.
I gotta cut out you guys. Enjoy the rest of the stream. He couldn't handle it. Dell,
Poor
thanks
Dell.
for watching as much as you
Sorry,
could.
Dell.
What's everyone on the panel's favorite Brink movie?
Anyone where she wears glasses.
My favorite one is
Teenage
actually
Exorcist.
Grandmother's House, and she's like playing an old lady, even though she's like in her 20s at the time. I love that movie though.
That was a good movie.
Slumber Party Massacre.
Oh, right.
Mondo
She's in the
says,
beginning, right?
I literally kicked the bushes
I don't
after
know.
my
That's like the
dogs
only
peed
one
on
I've
them.
seen other than this one.
I don't really have a favorite, to be honest.
Mizzy says later, Dell. Mondo is killing me.
Maybe Nightmare Sisters.
I love Grandmother's House.
Yeah, Nightmare Sisters is good too.
But also Private School. She's in that.
Private School is so fun. I love that movie. That's a good raunchy comedy.
Oh yeah.
Phoebe Cates, but nothing beats I just
Betsy Russell.
Betsy Russell is perfection. The horseback riding scene.
Oh shit.
The finest example of bareback riding I've ever seen.
Yes. MC said great cinematography. Mel, have you ever seen Private School?
Mm-mm. Clearly, I need to watch it.
You're missing one of the best bareback
cinematography
riding scenes in cinema history.
Yeah. If you like horses and true love, it's a movie for you.
Why do I feel like you're full of shit?
That makes me
I
think
get
of
that a
movie,
lot.
I bet you do.
Tony, what about you? How many nipples?
I would say I'd probably go with 4. I enjoyed it. I had something I was going to say, now I can't remember. All this bush talk and stuff. It's throwing me out of whack.
Pull out the lube.
Oh, yeah. No.
Loosen up those thoughts.
Back in whack.
The lube.
I don't know. I think probably one of the best scenes too is when they're getting spanked. Like, I'm not into spanking. That was pretty hot.
I like that scene.
I feel like that scene lasted just a little too long.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Did it, Mel?
What a lame sorority. 3 people.
Yes,
why they
it
went
did.
over
Like,
in the
you get the point. Okay, now move on.
But they didn't feel it. The
Mel
characters
is
had
not
to feel
into
it.
spanking. Noted.
She felt it.
You have to know.
I thought it was in there, but it didn't need to be 5 minutes long either.
You need to know how committed they are to getting into the sorority so that it makes sense that they break into the bowling alley. So you have to see that they're willing to bend over and just take paddle after paddle after paddle after paddle after paddle
Oh my
to
god!
get their
I feel
motivation.
like I'm watching the movie right now. I can hear it.
Well, I think most men enjoyed watching Michelle Bauer get spanked.
It's like
no complaints.
No. Yeah, 4 nips.
4 nipples.
4 nips from me.
All right, Linnea Cock. What you
That's the perfect pronunciation. I'm gonna give it 3, just because I'm not as huge a fan as this as a lot of other people are, but it's a decent fun time, and it delivers what you're looking for when you watch a movie called Sorority Babes in the Slime Bowl-O-Rama. But if it's between this and Nightmare Sisters, watch Nightmare Sisters first.
For the bathtub scene alone.
Yeah,
you could just watch just that scene, and that'll get the job done.
Mondo says Tony can do the voiceovers for the Vinegar Syndrome pornos if they ever run into voice restoration.
Sure.
Oh, did I miss? Did you do the imp, Tony? Can I hear it?
I don't know. What did he say? He's like, "Yeah, I'll give you a wish." I don't know.
That's pretty dang good.
I
Man.
can't. Well, every small creature like sounds like that. They all have this like cockiness to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like the bong, the evil bong has.
Evil
she has
bong,
that like. Yeah. I don't know how she talks, but like it's like.
What was that?
Cocky.
What was that Devil Baby movie we watched or whatever? Like Black Devil Baby or some shit?
Oh, Black Devil Doll.
Dude, I saw the trailer.
Black Devil Doll.
And he talked like this. We're not talking about Black
yet.
Devil Baby again. You want it. You know you want this. Dude, what did she say?
Yeah, bitch. You want this, bitch?
Yeah, that's what she said. I was like, oh man. And then the next day I saw it on VHS or whatever at a disc replay. I was like, what the hell? It was $80.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I watched
We'll
that
be
video.
watching that soon. That's coming soon down the line.
Goody. Is that a
Mel's like,
voyage?
I'll be sick that day.
It'll be if anything, it'll be a voyage episode. I there is nudity in it, but it's not. Your penis will shrivel up.
It's not good nudity.
But it's perfect voyage material. So all my voyage friends, hang on tight.
Oh, jeez.
For some dull action.
All right, MC, get us back on topic.
You want him to
so
get
anyway,
us back on
I
topic.
was just gonna say.
All right. I like this movie. It has issues. I feel it's aged well, but I've got nostalgia for it. So I somebody coming in blind would be like kind of whatever about it. I get it. It's not a perfect movie, but I like the people in it, and I have a lot of fun with it. So I'm gonna go 4 nips for this one. I think it's not necessarily a super nudie movie, but it's got enough that, it's just kind of like sprinkled down there, like, like a little flavor, like Salt Bay, just a little bit of there. And then you get the impy guy, and the impy guy's fine. It's weird that there's this whole racist thing that happens with the full moon movies. Like Evil Bong is like a sassy black lady, essentially. And then even though Ginger Deadman is supposed to be Gary Busey, somehow he turns into like a sassy black man in sequels because they couldn't get Gary Busey back to do the voice. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but in a way it kind of fits, and it just adds to the fun of the movie. Overall, like I said, it is a cult classic. If you haven't seen it, absolutely highly recommended. 4 nipperoos. That is 2 full ladies for this movie.
Well, I know what I was going to say. I was going to say, I also, even though they didn't show it much, I really like seeing the mall back then too. Were you ever in that mall? Because it's in California, right?
I don't know where they shot, but malls have changed so much. I go to the mall that was in Terminator 2 all the time, but it looks completely different. Like now it's outdoor. So it's like, and like, oh, this is where they did that part. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Well, now it's a shoe store, but yeah, no, malls have changed completely. But maybe I haven't. I don't even know.
It's like the Monroeville Mall or the one from was it Chopping Mall? That they're still there, but they're all different. The architecture is basically the same, but all the stores are different.
Yeah.
All right, for me, I'll give it 2.5. I enjoyed it. It's not necessarily my type of movie, but I had fun with it. So 2.5, which I had a lot more fun than I expected to have with it. So that was positive for me. All right. Time to move on to, it sounds like Mel and MC's favorite. But
love
before we
it.
go ahead and do that, let me catch up on the chat because they're talking about Black Devil Doll. We got Mondo saying your penis will go into the inside place watching the Black Devil Doll.
The inside place.
Well, there's good inside places and bad inside places. You have to specify that.
Your own.
Benicio says Mondo needs to be in every stream now, Holland. Mondo says you'll end up in it with a Ninja Turtle piece. It's just tucked away, hiding in its shell. Poor Mondo, don't put that evil on him. Planet Mondo, I'd need therapy afterwards. Benicio's laughing and probably Burbank. All right, so before we go ahead and get started with Beach Babes, I have a video.
What was that?
That was a private video he sent you, and you've shared it with everyone.
He sent me a different video for that.
He asked for feet, and that's what he got.
Yeah, I asked for feet, and that's what I got.
I saw that, and I didn't watch it.
Blake, look at
That's
the little
fun.
kitty.
We just said we're talking about tits.
But Blake is covered in pussy.
The cat just looked at him when you said that, like
We were all thinking it. All right, we're all grown-ups here, right? We're not doing a kindergarten stream. We're talking Toto titties here. Okay, I just want to
Toto titties.
titties.
On the beach.
Like Chia, titties.
Yeah, exactly.
That's laughing. You guys should watch Surf 2 also.
No,
God, no.
Oh no!
I did that once.
Mondo Tony is a karaoke legend. Jason says, "What is going on?" Alan, when I saw Joey Travolta on the opening credits, I hoped he in the movie more for another epic boy.
That's why he's drinking tonight. Two shows with Joey Travolta in a row.
There's the bush.
Wait, was that Travolta? I thought that was Swayze's brother. Was
Both.
Travolta in this?
Don Swayze and Joey Travolta are in this one.
Yeah, Swayze's in the beginning.
Swayze's in the beginning, and then it's Estevez. Blake, I think you're muted.
My bad.
The cat muted you.
Yeah, she must have bumped it. I mean, it's got Swayze, Estevez, Travolta,
and Joey Travolta,
and Stallone, all in this movie.
Yeah, Jacqueline.
Superstar cast.
on the cover of the movie, it has all just their last names.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
It's like Savage Harbor, Stallone, Mitchum. Like,
all right, Blake, go ahead and get us started with how you felt about Beach Babes from Beyond.
We start with me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, the cast.
Do you not want me to start with you? I could start with MC, or I could just go.
I mean, you started with me last time, so I'm just saying.
Okay, all right, I got it. We'll start backwards this time. MC, go ahead. We'll start with you.
Love it! Oh my god!
Of course.
I wasn't expecting
It was, holy crap! I thought I had seen this movie before just because of the name, but my eyes had never graced the glory of Beach Babes from Beyond, and whoa, baby, that was a hot tamale of a movie. I was very, very happy with it. I know I'm probably going to be the only one because I see Blake shaking his face there. Oh, I'm 34 years old, but I look like I'm 60.
Oh shit.
And that's okay. Nobody.
Hey.
Put him up.
Sorry, Blake, that was uncalled for. Sorry. I was protecting my Beach Babes. Look, this is a very special movie. One of the best science fiction plots of all time. You got aliens trapped on an alien planet. What are they gonna do, guys? Look, you gotta win a bikini contest. That is the one thing missing from E.T. I think we all want to see E.T. in a bikini. You didn't get it. This movie gives you what you want to see: aliens in bikinis and befriending Joe Estevez. Okay, Starman, great, fine, good movie, good acting, whatever. Where the hell's Joe Estevez, bro? Why does Linnea Quigley not own a beach house? This movie has everything I wanted from an alien movie. I wanted aliens that wear bikinis and be friends with Joe Estevez. And sorry, I can't anymore. God damn it. Look, this movie's stupid as shit, but it's got some hot ass nudity.
This movie was ass, trash, garbage.
Technically, yes, but damn, this was I don't know how you guys feel, but this was the hottest movie we watched on this show so far, in my opinion. That one scene,
I'll give you that,
with Nikki Fritz and the oil. Holy Moses! That was like, I mean, when Mel was saying I just watched porn at work, I mean, pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple scenes when like she's like going like this to the dude's face. I'm like, she's not wearing anything. That guy's he's looking right in there. He's looking right past.
He's looking right down.
He's checking her out. He's doctor time, and loved it. What a great scene. Such a fun movie. Stupid as hell, but full of boobies. Made me happy. Cinematography, fantastical. 100% loved it. Those are my opening thoughts.
Nice.
Everybody's shocked. They're like, "What?" But it's true. It's a masterpiece.
You held it for so long. Like,
I know.
I was almost there, and then you started cracking up and lost it. I was like, "Oh, he's serious."
I was almost there too.
I tried. I mean, come on. I wouldn't mind seeing E.T. in a bikini, but I mean, I could live without it. But...
Well, little do y'all know, this is Mel's favorite movie we've watched on this show so far.
That's why she's coming back next time.
Yep.
All right, Beach Party. Beach Party, what do you got for us?
Well, you left out the word bukkake there. I changed my name because back in my 20s, when I thought I might become a porn director, I had this idea of a takeoff on 60s Frankie Avalon beach party movies called Bukkake Beach Party. Never ended up happening. But this movie is sort of the 90s update of those 60s Frankie Avalon movies. Maybe if I had seen this in the early 90s, I would have liked it, especially because in the early 90s, I was a teenager. There's no reason to watch this movie in 2023. So aside from the sci-fi stuff where they basically have a bunch of props that look like they came from a Mystery Science Theater 3000 host segment, you basically have two different types of titillation scenes in this movie. You have extremely long, languorous shots of women in bikinis on the beach for a very long time. And that's fine, but the internet exists. So if I want to see a naked woman, I can just type boobs into Google and have a good time. Seeing just a bunch of bikinied women, and it just holds on for so long with no sense of eroticism and bad music that it's just like, this isn't even doing anything. And then you have the sex scenes themselves. Aside from my pet peeve I keep mentioning on the show where they drop out all the sound and just play bad source music over it, you can tell a non-straight person directed those scenes because while they are just softcore, they're not having like sex in those. They're having slow, very exaggerated movement, sort of choreography, like they're doing softcore ballet, where women are like flaying a guy and the guys are like, yeah, but it's not like any sexual motion or anything. It's not like the orgy scenes in Eyes Wide Shut where they're just like fucking railing everybody. It's just sort of like a dance, like it's Swan Lake with oiled titties, and that sounds better than it actually is. So if I were 14 again, yeah, absolutely. Would have been one of my favorite movies, rock on. But in today's day and age, I'm just like, why? Why is this going on? And then the humor aspect does not work at all in this movie. Whereas Sorority Babes had genuinely funny jokes mixed in with some of the ones that don't really work. None of the jokes landed for me at all in this movie. I was just like sitting there very bored, and then it's like, oh, we're back on the beach. Oh, you're cracking some jokes. Okay. Oh no, now it's a foggy blue tinted scene where there's like drapes as if it's a princess canopy bed, and everyone is sort of doing this like weird lambada dance and whatever. And so it just didn't work for me at all. Rogue Witch, yes, I gave a brief thought to directing porn back in the early 2000s after I came of age. Didn't end up working out. I will take no more questions on that.
I mean, we all thought of it. Like, hey, that would be kind of fun.
MC, what city is Leech Woman going to be filmed in?
We're filming in Ohio, and we're filming in less than a month. So
Ohio.
Yeah.
Ohio.
All right.
Indeed.
And he's not taking any more questions. He says.
I'll be honest. I was thinking about doing it too, not being in porn, directing it.
You wanted to be in it?
No. I wanted to direct it because I had a friend, still have a friend, and his dick is huge. So I thought I could use him.
Tony, please don't shout me out like this.
I will take all the questions as well.
Rogue, if you have any questions for Tony, feel free to chime in. Just ask.
I never worked with feet, but we can work that out, I guess.
So, Tony, how did that question go? Dude, you got a massive dick. I should film it.
Oh, and dude, why are you jerking off? Wow, that's big.
They were standing next to each other at the urinal, and Tony looks over and goes, "Hey, dude, you got a beautiful cock, no homo." And then it went like that.
Doctor told me I shouldn't lift anything heavy. Want to help me?
What the fuck? Wow.
I'm not gay.
But his boyfriend is.
How is Mel holding it together right now?
Mel loves this, and she actually said we should be nasty and filthy today.
I don't have to ask you to do that. You just do it.
But you sent me a message with feet. Hey, get nasty today. I'm like, you got it. You got it, girl.
I sent you feet. Please respond.
It is, yeah.
And she said in the chat she was squirming.
Yeah, she says, I can't wait to squirm with you guys. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What's happening here? But before we move on from Lennon Cunt, what was your name? Lennon what?
I'm Bukkake Beach Party right now.
Bukkake Beach. Okay, sorry. Could you, for the folks at home who are still watching, could you explain what bukkake means, like a scientific definition?
No.
Sometimes women will go to the spa to get what's called a facial. Now, imagine that a woman goes to a spa and there are many estheticians surrounding her to help with just the most glorious facial she could ever get a gift certificate for.
Wow.
Got it.
I don't know if glorious is the word I would use for this.
It's the word I chose, and I'm sticking with it.
Just like the girl in the bukkake.
Sticking for sure.
Yeah.
Rogue asks, do all men just want to do porn in their 20s?
I'm sure
It
we've all thought
appears
about it.
so.
They do it in the 40s.
If you had a big enough dick, then the answer is yes.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to direct.
Way to call yourself out.
Well, then, I think the
Hold
benefit
boom
is
mic.
you don't get venereal diseases. You don't have to do an AIDS check every month. So I mean, there is a benefit to not being an actor.
The male talent doesn't make nearly enough money either.
No one gives a shit.
You get paid in other ways.
Yeah, no shit. What are you talking about?
It's work. It's not just a day at the. Anyway,
It's like all
How
ass.
do you
all
know,
day.
Blake?
I've
It
had
seems like
worse
you have
jobs.
Oh
experience.
yeah.
Mel sounds into it. She's like, all ass all day. Let's go. Bullets
No,
over.
I'm just
Blake is like,
explaining
all ass all
why.
day is not my thing. He's like, no, I'm good. I need a break.
Why is that?
Why is that, Blake? Do you have experience
Blake,
with
why is
something?
that? Are you not into ass?
I don't want to talk about porn anymore. Let's drop this topic before we get too deep into it.
We can't. We still got like 4 more people to talk about this porn.
Such a sex movie. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Tony, go ahead. Take it
All
away.
right.
Get us back on track again.
See, again, I watched this probably when it came on when I was 13, and I think I saw it like on Skinamax or something, because the scene with the oil and all that, I love you too. I remember that very well, and I didn't remember it was in this movie. I was like, oh my God, this is this movie. And I remember that being 13, being one of the fucking hottest things I've ever seen at the time.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. And I didn't know who Linnea Quigley was back then. And I didn't know she was in it now until I watched. I was like, oh, okay. But I do remember that scene. I remember each one of the alien girls were gorgeous. I don't know who was my favorite. Like, I'm sure somebody's going to ask that, but like, I don't really know who my favorite one is. But the movie's dumb. It really is dumb. Like, I think if you were to cut the Martians at the beach shit and then cut the softcore stuff, this movie would be a half hour long, but it was kind of, I think the only guy I kind of liked in it really, well, I mean, I didn't dislike the other guys, but
we're just going to keep this comment up there.
Oh,
hold on. I want to know if Tony directed some of your porn. If you're the friend he was talking about and you guys directed porn together.
I don't know him that long.
Guys, no, it's not Blake. Blake only did one movie. It was called Baby Dingus, and it's not that impressive.
Joey Travolta was in it. That's why they have a beef. You know?
Oh,
Yeah,
That's right.
Joey Travolta was the fluffer.
Fluffer. I hated that job.
The male
Blake, let me see your dingleberries.
They just moved into their buttholes while they were going to town. They didn't have to pack anything. Weird times.
The porn in the 70s.
I feel like Rogue's onto something. I feel like Bullet Blake definitely did porn.
Let's move on from that. Tony, finish your thoughts there, sir.
Oh, I don't remember now. I said it's actually kind of a dumb movie. I didn't really like. I wouldn't watch it again, and I didn't know it was a full moon movie either. Which I didn't know. I don't know. I didn't know a shit. But yeah, it was like I said, it was dumb. I enjoyed the tits. There was plenty of them. The softcore scenes were sexy, but there was the one part. That's another thing too. Like when I was younger, you watch on TV, it's not the best quality. Now watching it on Roku in HD, fucking piece of shit. You actually see his dick, where he's like, think he's fucker. His dick's like underneath her ass, and I was like,
"Not where it goes."
Not in it, under. It was under her ass. Like it looks like he's fucking her. And I always thought they were like, I'm like, well, they must be having sex. Like, look at how close they are. But no, he bent that thing down.
Can you just put Mel on Solo, because her face is amazing.
I bet she thought that guy was hot. The oil guy. So
tell us about Sweaty Man Ass in the movie.
Nikki Fritz, though.
Full Moon is so cheap they can't afford a cock sock for the actor. I guess we learned that today.
Yeah, there was no sock. There was no sock there. I just thought I was like, whoa.
Too much of a budget.
I thought, she's naked. I'd always thought the guy had something on that you didn't see. But I don't know. I'm thinking maybe they did fuck eventually. Lucky them.
Maybe off screen.
maybe it's cut down for us to watch, but there's other scenes.
Yeah, it feels like that a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a sequel to this. Maybe they had extra footage.
I've never seen the sequel.
Next time on Super Boobie Movie.
No, but this movie was just made to jerk off to. That's all it was. I didn't.
Yeah, right.
Not today.
Planet Mondo barbed wire with.
I didn't say I never jerked off to it. I just said not today.
As a preteen. Benicio says can't afford the green screen condom to make it disappear.
As opposed to Full Moon Now, which uses nothing but green screen in all their movies.
If that.
Tony, you good?
I guess.
He's exhausted.
All right.
Adam, what do you got for us?
I'm trying. I'm just in shock. Bukkake Beach Party sounds like a better movie than this was. So I would be interested in watching that next.
All right, I'll work on the script again.
Yeah, it's just a softcore, porn for 45 minutes, and then the rest is just filling in time. Girls, yes, in their bikinis, singing on the beach.
Science fiction.
Yeah, aliens. Yes. Was it Xena, Luna, and Sola or something? They're all hot. They're of the movie for what it is, but it's not like a good movie. I enjoyed it. I don't remember watching this completely as a kid, but I do also remember, like, this would have been a movie I would have sought out for. Like, I would have scanned my TV guide, been like, oh, boobs, bush, bring it. Like, stayed up till 2 a.m. just to watch it. So I didn't get a chance to whack it as a kid to this movie, but I definitely would have. So yes, I'll catch up, after the stream. Lots of oil, tons of oil. I didn't watch like the extra features. I'm assuming somebody knows there's like 20 gallons of coconut oil used in this movie or something. It's like nonstop. And then the first scene, it like just kept getting more and more like dripping, like just dripping oil. I don't think there was also a neck that was not unlicked in this movie. Every neck was licked in some way, but overall, just okay of a movie. I preferred Sorority Babes much more.
I know
I
where
kept looking over my wife's gonna come out and catch me watching a porn movie, but I'm like, no, babes, this is softcore. This is angles and angles, or angles, like
art.
That all angles. So good job, with the camera work. I didn't know about the dick under the butt. Like I didn't catch that.
Go back.
I'll send you a still.
I missed it. Like like the hidden shaft. The hidden shaft was hidden like really well. Like so, but good. I'd recommend it to all the 13-year-olds out there. 12-year-olds that are just getting started, needing to find like their first set of boobies and like
Getting started.
This would be great. It's like finding boobies. I'm gonna actually let my 14-year-old watch this one, and just like leave it in his room, and because he doesn't watch cable or TV. He doesn't get like as a kid. This is where I learned about women, like on cable television. So I'm like, I need you to watch this movie. Right, the right way. I don't want. Yeah.
14-year-olds today are like 14-year-olds today are going to dirtysanchez.com. This is tame for them now, I think.
Kids nowadays are all about eating ass.
Eating ass. That's the way to go.
I pity the fool who eats my ass.
Eating ass is standard, Tony.
I pity the fool who eats my ass. I know what comes out of there. Shit.
Dear God. Fuck.
You mastered the single entendre there, Tony.
I'm pretty much an open book. Can you tell?
All right, Mel, get us back on track. You know what, Mel?
Goody, my turn.
When you did that,
Golly G.
Let us all.
I know where you got your inspiration with all the oil now from.
Yay, titties!
Did you get a chance to whack to this movie? I'm curious because there's a lot of man butts.
I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't have a chance to whack it to this movie.
So what'd you do?
I'm glad that the opportunity presented itself now.
Clip this. Please clip this, somebody.
The chance to right-click the mouse happened finally.
Use it for every movie we do.
Don't do me like that.
Oh my God, clip that too.
That's what he said.
Don't bring Tom Petty into this.
Can I do my movie review now? Shut up.
I don't know.
Okay, so when I first started watching this movie, I was a little excited. I was like, oh, look at all the costuming. It's so great. I was like, this is kind of like Voyage of the Rock Aliens. So I got really excited.
Voyage of the Cock Aliens, am I right?
And then it started going along and it was fun. Like I kind of was liking what was happening. And then I was like, ooh, this is giving me Earth Girls Are Easy vibes, And then our first softcore porn scene happened. And I was like, oh, here we go. Here's where the boobies come in. And then it went on for like 15 minutes. It's very awkward and uncomfortable for me, given the setting that I was in whilst watching it. And I'm pretty sure that first scene was like a daydream. It wasn't like it didn't even actually happen. It was just some guy. This is the second time on these streams where a random ass daydream of sorts resulted in softcore porn. I don't understand this. I'm kind of annoyed by it because, like Adam said, there's 45 minutes of porn in this movie and like 15 minutes of movie. But the 15 minutes of movie that I saw, I actually was enjoying it. It was funny. It was lighthearted. Like I said, it was giving me all these like other movie vibes. I wish we had more of that and less of the softcore porn. But it is what it is. So yeah, those are my thoughts.
You should have seen his face when you were doing that. He was just cracking up.
Loved it. Thank you so much. So much. I'm taking notes of what to clip. So.
Oh, goody.
Oh yeah.
That's what I do too. That's definitely a good idea. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to put you full screen and I'm going to let you just go ahead and
answer this question.
This movie was ass, trash, garbage.
All right, that was Blake's review. Moving on.
Okay, so when you announced these movies, I told everyone that I'd seen one of these movies like 24 times. This was actually the movie that I was talking about, not the other one, even though I'm sure everyone thought it was the other one. I have seen this movie so many fucking I didn't even have to rewatch it, like, because I knew everything in this movie, and I fucking hate this fucking movie, yet we watch it all the time when we're like hanging out.
Of course you did.
My brothers got it for me as a joke, like literally 15 years ago, I think, on DVD or some shit. And it's because my favorite actors growing up were Emilio Estevez, John Travolta, Patrick Swayze. It was all of those, and they thought it was the funniest fucking thing. They thought it was hilarious to make me watch this stupid shit ass movie, which doesn't even have Frank Stallone in it. It's got Jackie Stallone. Yeah. Who fucking cares about Jackie Stallone? I don't even think her picture is on IMDb. Like, that's so fucking stupid. Get the fuck out of here with that. But I still watch it. Like, we've watched it so many times because they bought it for me, so I make them watch it too because they fucking can't stand it either. So when we get together and like just hang out, whatever,
like a whack party or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's got great fucking nudity in it. So even if it's just in the background, you can be hanging out, you can be playing poker or some shit, and there's some titties. Let's pay attention to that because there is fucking exquisite nudity in this movie. It is fucking on top. Like, that is great fucking nudity. But fuck Joey Travolta, man. That guy sucks ass. I don't like him at all. I can't stand him in anything. I think he is just terrible. Now, Estevez is easily the best of these, like, B movie celebrity wannabe whatever, because their siblings are famous, but he was the best. He's probably the best like actor in this movie. This movie is awful. It is awful, and I have seen it way too many times, and I didn't rewatch it for this, so it's just a I mean, I can't. Ooh. Okay.
Oh no! When he does
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
When you announced these movies, I was like, really? Like, I was actually really annoyed to watch either of them, even though I mean I like the other one. I like the other one a lot. But I was like, man, I've seen both of these, and I like watching like movies that I haven't seen sometimes, or I've only seen once, like 20 fucking years ago. That's fucking awesome. But this movie is fucking garbage. It literally is ass trash garbage. It is fucking just terrible fucking movie. No redeeming qualities except for the great nudity.
I gotta leave you on because I got a question. Rogue has a question. What name did you?
Oh my fucking god! I will never tell you. You will never know. You don't need to know everything about my life.
I actually know it, and it's gonna cost a lot of money.
Shut up.
Guys, it was a chunk hard fast, and just Google that.
Chunk hard fast.
Oh,
I don't blame you.
It was Blowy Travolta.
Mondo says.
Yes, Mondo.
Isn't it funny how like Swayze
like I deserve
and
it.
Estevez in this movie, they sound just like everybody else in their family.
Everybody.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much Swayze looks just like Patrick Swayze,
John Swayze.
but he has none of the charisma. He has none of it. It's like they're like they look so similar, but he is like dead. Like he is just there. He's a body on the camera, while Patrick Swayze just oozed charisma in every fucking role he played.
It's funny. I have this theory called the Twins theory. Like, the movie Twins, obviously Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. So I have this thing: if there's two siblings, one of them is the Danny DeVito. So it's clear that Don Swayze is the Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Yeah, his face, there's a whole lot wrong with it. Like, it just, it didn't work right. I don't know. It was like, we got this one wrong.
If you closed your eyes, though, you'd think it was, Patrick Swayze.
Swayze on Xanax. Yeah, basically.
He's a better actor. I agree.
There.
Yeah.
So for me, I watched. Okay, so basically, I picked out a list of 3 movies. Wolfpack was one of them from Vinegar Syndrome. I hadn't seen something else.
Don't want to see.
And then this, and I gave my dad the option on what to choose, and he's like, Beach Babe sounds fun. Let's watch that.
Mhm.
So I basically watch porn with my dad, and Mel watch porn while at work. So
Wow.
there's
Nice.
That happened. There was a minute at work where I thought about Bob watching porn with his dad whilst I was watching porn at work.
So Mel was watching porn, and she thought about me watching porn.
That's what I got out of that too.
Were you and your dad a good distance away from each other on the couch so that you're not like touching legs or anything? Was it?
He was. There's a whole separator. Yes, he was falling asleep throughout half of the movie, and at the end, I think he said, at least it was done and it was tasteful. And I was like, "What part of it?"
Tasteful.
The oil was delicious. It was
Oh,
strawberry.
that's
He's
disgusting.
like,
When they're
it was done in
licking,
good taste, but
they're licking the oil off. I'm like, ooh, that has to taste bad.
Yeah, maybe it's flavored sesame oil. Not that I
yeah,
know my
no,
oils.
neither one of us enjoyed it. I don't think it's good. Like Belle said, I actually thought when there's not softcore porn happening, it's not bad. It's somewhat decently fun and funny and entertaining, but it's
fun.
porn,
Yes, Blake, it's kind of fun.
You don't need the movie. It's all about the nudity in this one. This movie is awful.
It is awful. It just goes on
It
for
is
way
awful.
too long, the softcore porn. And
Mhm.
as I was telling Adam watches a lot of these softcore porn movies and all that stuff on Vinegar Syndrome and whatever else you find out there. And he'll send me at like, what is the Orgy of the Living Dead or something? And I'm like, what is he watching? And I just can't do those. Like, I need at least an actual movie. Like, I'm not trying to watch porn on my Blu-ray. I'm good. I'll pass. So I need an actual movie and a plot, at least a little bit. So that's where I'm at with that. That's my thoughts on the movie.
So are you into like 70s and 80s porn because they have like the story to it?
I'm talking to Adam. Look at his face.
Well, Adam and Bob, since Bob doesn't like sex and boobs and stuff.
No, I love sex and boobs. I love sex and boobs. I don't like the soft core. So it's fun. It's fine. But if I'm trying to watch a movie, I'm not trying to watch softcore porn in my movie, if that makes sense. However, tons of boobs, that's okay. But as I said before, I also don't mind if there's not a ton of nudity, but this whole stream calls for nudity. That's the idea of it. So
the plot of Beach Babes can be boiled down to Let's Save the Rec Center, except instead of a rec center, it's someone's house. So it's basically the same like low budget plot you get from a Power Rangers episode.
In the dancing, like Holland at one point said this was like a dance along, this movie.
It's a beach party movie. Yeah, I could have done with the beach party footage. That there was a little too much of that shit.
But Gorilla Hunt softcore porn lame. Orgy of the Living Dead sounds like a title that needs the 4K treatment.
No, I don't think we should put any Ed Wood movies on 4K.
Total Addiction says, "What's up, guys? Bob is an info." Gus just pops in and
Gus,
says,
are you still here? You
Bob's an
sweet man.
That sounds like you pity him.
He's watching from a distance. I feel like
just like
lotion.
This is the
watching
conversation, and this is the stream we have on Bob's channel. Like, come on.
Hey, they have the power to exit. Just like you, Mel, and you stay around because you love it.
Are you saying I'm more classy than that, Mel?
Huh?
Are you saying I'm a little bit more classy than
No,
this?
not at all. I'm saying like the people who watch your channel are classier than this.
Well, if they're not Amish, they can't watch a stream if they are. So I think they're a bit more worldly.
I was thinking that when I hosted this, I was like, there's definitely a few people that watch my channel that are gonna wake up and be like, what the fuck did Bob stream?
Like literally Tony came in and pieced the fuck out.
Yeah, he's like, I'll be in here for 2 minutes just to say hi, but I'm out of here. But yeah, Gus has been watching with lotion in the background.
We love you guys. We love you, Missy.
We got
We
Gus,
love you,
and
Holland.
Mizzy, and Gus just laughing, and Gus had to be here to moderate. All three of them, yes. All right, I
There's an
will.
audience for everything.
I'm unsubscribing from Bob's trashy channel. Look at what you did, Mel. I'm gonna put you full screen and let you rekindle this bromance with Gus here that I have.
Just show your foot and so you get
I
more
just want you to
subscribers.
know that I'm just a guest here, and you don't have to worry about seeing this garbage on my channel.
Until next
next
season.
month, Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel.
Super Dick
All
Pics
right,
episode
Mel.
1.
How many nipples?
Super Dick Pics and toes.
Oh, how many? Am I doing my nipple rating now?
Yes, you can rate your nipples. Nipples.
There were like this many redeeming qualities to this movie. I did enjoy the non-porn parts. I didn't actually get to watch all of the porn parts because I was at work and they were way too long, so I had to like fast forward through them. But I'm gonna give it one solid nipple.
All right, one solid nipple.
One.
She did nothing to help my bromance with Gus.
Nope.
Didn't rekindle that for shit. All right, Adam, what about you? How many nipples?
I mean, just for the soft core sex scenes, I'll give it 2 nipples. They're not fully erect nipples, they're just there, but 2 nipples. Go.
Just 2 nipples. All right. Nobody's cutting nipples except for me. Tony, what about you? You gonna cut any titties? Cut any nipples here?
No cutting. I was gonna say I didn't like it. I liked it back then, but I didn't like it as much now. I don't think it holds up for me. But I still enjoy the softcore stuff in there, and it was neat to revisit, but I'll probably never watch it again. But because of a huge amount of tits in this, I'll give it 2 nips. And also, who the hell wouldn't go into a bikini contest for $30,000?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I'll enter it. And I'll win too.
MC, what about you? How many nipples?
I genuinely do enjoy this movie. I think the script is so fucking stupid that it goes beyond and becomes brilliant in a weird way. I'm sorry, Blake. You watch it with your whack-off party with your brothers, but but I think the movie's super fun. BBP hit it on the head when he said, it's that 80s, we got to save the rec center, that not One Crazy Summer. I'm thinking of the other one. Whatever, the other one.
So
the ski one. I can't think of the other. I can't think of that. Anyway, but yeah, it's like we got to save something. We got to raise money. There's a big contest, that kind of plot. I love that 80s junk. That again, that's very nostalgic to me. The most sci-fi thing about this movie is that Linnea Quigley has the hots for Joe Estevez. Just like, are you serious? Come on. I did not believe that at all. Nikki Fritz, absolutely the woman of the episode for me. She is amazing. She's the oil girl, by the way. She's just one of those titty models that hangs around with Linnea. She's actually in this picture. She's the one in the purple. Amazing sequence. Probably the hottest thing we've seen on the show. And I look forward to finding a way to top it, because that's what it's all about. 4 nips, a classic of nipple cinema. I loved it.
Wow, he's giving it 4 nipples, and
I really didn't see that coming.
That's
what she said.
Phrasing.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. You didn't see him coming. All right.
I loved it. Let's just say, no, I better not.
Well, they're from space. They come from afar.
All right. Let me catch up with the chat here. We got Planet Mondo saying Tony immediately ran to take a shower and bag his Blu-rays to pretend all is well. Laugh out loud. Mel, I have to moderate. This is my charity work for the year. Gus, you're a saint. If I prefer chicken breast over thighs, does that count? Mel, I didn't see this stream coming either.
Gus, you gotta pay attention, bro. Titties are all over the place. You just gotta know how to pluck them out of the air and go, "Wow, beautiful." It's poetry. Yeah. Some people have called me the Christopher Walken of YouTube. I mean, I just did my right now, so somebody has. So So in a way, you're wrong, Mel. You're 100% wrong. I'm absolutely the Christopher Walken of YouTube.
Nobody's ever said that.
I pulled this movie out of my ass.
I need a Christopher Walken voiceover from you. I need your best Christopher.
Oh, Tony, do it.
I can't do it. You do it, Tony.
What, his ass?
Christopher
Walken.
What? He pulled it. His ass. He pulled out his ass. That's how he says it.
That's not bad.
I don't know what to say though. You just put me on the spot for this. Like, don't what to say.
There's a line from All American Murder. Like, I never forget a face, especially when I've sat on it.
I've sat on it, yes.
I never saw that.
So good.
I'll never get a face.
What about ass?
Yeah,
ass.
It was the one place he could keep it. His ass.
I have a couple of amazing Christopher Walken stories, true life set stories. They're not mine, but they've been told to me, and maybe one day I'll share them if we have time later in this stream.
This question might be better served for backstage, but I just gotta know because I'm dying to ask it. MC, did you watch Kill Her Goats yet?
Oh, I saw it.
What is that? Because I see that all over the place.
That's all you got.
Fuck that movie. Fuck it.
Clip that.
Oh God! Did you see it, Bob?
Yeah.
What a piece of shit!
It's
Why would they do that?
It's got
Mel. When I do this, clip it.
Clip. Okay.
Clip it.
Gotcha.
Clip. It's got decent cinematography.
Like what the? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, in Kill Her Goats, there's these women with incredible breasts, and they're showering like this.
Oh God!
They're covering themselves. Why would you film that? Stop it! Hire somebody else. It's so stupid.
Who takes a shower? Who takes a shower covering their breasts like that?
Stupid. The best part is we see the girl get dressed and she's covering herself and she's getting a shirt on. She goes, they have a scene, and then she enters the room and changes her clothes again, but she's still covering herself. What is happening, movie? What universe is this? It made me so mad. Kill Her Goats. That doesn't even make any sense. There's goats. No goats die in the movie. Fuck shit. Don't watch the movie, by the way.
Fuck
dumb.
Shit.
Anyway, yeah. So Beach Babes, one of the best science fiction films of all time. And I think Blake will agree with me that we didn't get we sort of got to see we got to see E.T. naked all the time. But if he put on like a bikini, that would have been, I think, a little more tasteful for the children.
Guys, Christopher, see, Mastercast is like the Christopher Walken of YouTube.
See, thank you, Steve. See, people are saying that.
Fuck's sake!
I feel like this stream is going to be released as a peek around. I sure hope
we should
so.
do a commentary for it.
It sucks so bad. All of us, individual, a documentary, the making of. Alan says, ha ha ha. Caprice, oh my gosh, guys. New interviews with Bob's Boobs and My Killer Boob Cast.
You gotta have Mel on there. She loves talking about titties.
Yeah.
I'm My Killer Pod Chest, okay?
My podcast. You've been My Killer Titties in the past. You've been a lot of things. Blake, poor guy. He's too PG for this stream. I'm sorry, Blake.
Oh, he's not too PG for this stream. He's just hammer time.
Blake, how many nipples?
What? Oh, hold on.
How many nipples did you see when you were hammer make anus nuggets?
We're talking about Beach Babes now, right?
Yeah, Beach Babes.
Yeah. One nipple.
One?
And it's only because of the nudity. That movie's fucking trash. It's fucking garbage, okay?
Flip that. Flip it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, hello, kitty.
Lionhawk or whatever, BBP.
Yeah, so my reaction to this movie was what some of the background extras were doing during some of the beach scenes, which is staring directly at the camera, asking why David Dakota's not calling fucking cut. But I'll give this 2 nipples because why not? I mean, compared to some of the modern full moon stuff, it's better than that, but that's the low bar I'm holding it to.
Fair enough.
Does your shirt say "Daddy"? By the way, don't wear that in
It
public,
does
please.
for perverted reasons. I'm not a father.
Okay.
I had a vasectomy at 29, so no kids.
Oh, thank God. All right.
All right.
Blake
For
was
me,
thinking the same thing.
I gave this 1.5 nipples. It's not good. Like I said, there's slight redeeming qualities when there isn't softcore porn.
There's only redeeming qualities with the boobage.
Okay, the softcore porn's great if I'm 13 or 14 and I'm looking for something to beat off to. But as I got older, I don't watch Beach Babes from Beyond, and I'm like, hey, let me go spank it to this. Like, that's not what my
So what do you watch then?
I'm a Toys R Us kid.
I'll DM you later, Mel. I'll let you know.
When I became a man, I put away childish things.
Bob goes, "Oh my God, there's nudity in this film." So you might, I guess you like Kill Her Goats because, like, good, thank God.
No, Kill Her Goats. The one was hot in the movie. Even the final girl sucked ass.
Oh God, yeah,
she was terrible. But
bad
the
acting.
other one that got killed on the bed frame, she was actually
yeah. The brunette.
No, blonde. The
blonde.
brunette
Yeah.
died in the bed.
Both the brunette and the blonde, great actresses. Fantastic.
Oh my God. Rogue says I watched Blake's porn in my
Blake and the Bullet
That
Bros together.
is my favorite.
It's called Bullet Time, and it's like the Matrix, but it's like cum shots.
Oh God.
You saying I can dodge cum shots? No. When you're ready, you won't have to.
No, I don't beat up Blake, guys.
I know kung fu.
Nobody thought you did. You didn't have to clarify.
But I mean, that is what we were talking about.
There is no spooge.
This whole stream has turned into Blake's pornography.
No.
He never denied or said that it was.
Yeah, I feel like Blake did porn. You look like a porn star, Blake.
Oh wow.
Like an ex.
Well, that's kind of a compliment, right? Man to man.
It's like him
Dude,
and Harry
like
Reams hanging
camera.
out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
MC, you look like you would fuck on camera. Yes, that's exactly my mindset. I see Blake and I'm like, this guy looks like he fucks on camera.
This guy. Turn the camera on, he's probably got his dick out. You know what I mean?
He has no pants on now.
We've all seen Alien Private Brown Eye. I think we know his best work.
Oh my God.
I have not seen that.
I love Alien Private Eye, man.
I haven't seen it either. This is Adam's first ever second live stream with me. He's like, I'm never coming back. Or he's thinking I'm coming back every stream. I want to be a panel member.
Yeah. I don't mind. I love porn, so I want to be a porn star.
Thank you. A grown man.
You know,
who's not
so
afraid
that's
to
why I
embrace
want to
it.
see Pocky Beach Party. I mean, it's all good. All good.
Guess I'll have to start the Kickstarter or whatever the porn version of that is.
Yes, I prefer the boobs
Right?
in Sorority Babes over this one in Beach Babes because Michelle Bauer, perfect. Yes, absolutely. All right, so that is everything here, and we don't need to do a wheel, right? Because Blake is going to be the next person, correct?
Yes, I believe Blake is up next. Blake, woo-hoo-hoo. What do you got for us? Some juicy ones?
I'm actually
join us.
I actually had like 2 movies picked out, and I wanted to watch them on Tubi beforehand. And I watched it on Tubi, and all the nudity that was in it, I didn't see in it. It was like they had the sex scene, and it just cut away to them getting up out of bed later, and that pissed me off a little bit. So I didn't get to do the movies I actually really wanted to. But one of them is going to be a movie I've never seen before called Dance with Death.
Okay.
It's from what the fuck year was it from?
1952.
1992. And then the other one is going to be Zandali.
Oh, interesting.
Zandali.
I'm meaning to watch that. Nick Cage.
Yeah, Nick Cage. So those are the 2 that I'm going to do. And there is nudity in them. So there's a lot of nudity in one of them for sure.
Nice.
Planet Mondo
Right.
says laughing my ass off. The casual. I love porn response. Adam,
Oh,
a real one. And Capri says, my favorite porn is reindeer games. Charlize Theron does show her tits in reindeer games. So
She shows everything in the uncut
Is
version. Like
that
that's
why
a fucking.
it's your favorite Christmas movie?
I love Charlize Theron. So
She's
I will
great.
take her showing her
I
tits.
actually really like that movie. It's great.
Thank
It's
you.
awesome.
Thank you, Blake. Mel?
Script. I love it.
He's like, finally
It's Bob's favorite Christmas
my favorite
movie
Christmas
of
movie.
all
You
time.
do know that the best Christmas movie of all time is Die Hard, right?
Thank
Okay, that's like that was
you.
my number 2 or 3. So I love Die Hard.
He
Well,
literally
factually
put
speaking, it's the
reindeer
best.
games
It doesn't. Opinions aside, factually speaking, Die Hard is the best.
It's
not a
Die
Christmas
Hard,
movie.
Christmas with Cookie, and then
Oh,
Reindeer
God.
Oh, I'm just looking up. Dance with Death is the same director as Demon Wind. So
Okay,
Yes,
I'm
yes, it is.
Yes!
That
Yes!
movie is weird as fuck.
Amazing.
Mel, did you Google these movies? Are you in?
Nick
Mel.
Cage is in one of these movies. How are you
Yeah.
going to say no to the Nick Cage?
Nick Cage. Mel wants to know if Nicolas Cage shows his penis, and then that is her answer. Yes or
Mel,
no.
let me read to you the IMDb description here, okay? You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. This is for Zandali. Terry's wife Zandali married the poet he once was. Taking over his dad's company in New Orleans gives him stress and impotence. Terry meets his high school buddy Johnny at a bachelor. What the fuck? That's a terrible description. This is written by people. I don't know.
I know.
Okay.
I'm like, this
like,
isn't selling me on the movie.
Okay, how about this? Bored with her marriage to burnt-out poet turned corporate executive Terry, Zandali falls prey to an old friend of her husband, the manipulative and egotistical Johnny, and becomes enmeshed in a sensual, passionate, destructive affair. Ooh, sounds like a pretty serious movie. So
Are there
I
nice?
think
Nick
Are there
Cage
good,
has a goatee in it.
Blake?
Ooh,
Are there good?
goatee?
I picked actual titty movies, unlike Lionhawk over there. Are there good tits in this movie?
Zandali, yes. There's actually an NC-17 version of Zandali.
Nice.
Mm.
I was just gonna ask, are
Adam's
these
like,
movies I can watch at work?
I mean, if you watch the R-rated version, the NC-17 version doesn't have a whole lot more in it, I don't think. I know that they cut out like the whipped cream on the tits scene in the R-rated version, but like a little bit of it. But
Mel, look at Hux in here now.
Oh no.
Sup, titty people? Time to go watch Beach Babes from Beyond.
So good. So good. You're going to love it.
Poor Hux.
Mel,
How
the
have
other
you
one.
seen it?
I
Mel,
can't
the other
imagine
one-
watching that, Mel.
Mel, the other one is called Dance with Death. And here it says 6 strippers compete in an oil-fueled competition to see who has the hottest tits.
Mel's into that. She's like, hey, I oiled up my body for a stream once. That sounds like something I'd be into.
try and put the. Can you put the covers on
I'm
here?
kidding. That's
Bob?
not what it's about.
The what?
Hmm.
Can you put the covers to these
Well, I
movies
guess
on
it
here?
all
Hold on.
depends on what date you do it.
Yeah, give me a second.
I will say May
with
is
what
very
is it
tricky
called?
for me.
Dance with Death from 1992. The cover's sick. Like, it'll sell you. You can't resist it.
Watch me.
you watch the dog boning movies, but you won't watch Dance with Death.
Right?
Okay, first of all, I had to.
No
Yeah,
one,
Just a
no
guess
one
here.
boned a dog. They blew it.
This movie.
There you go. Dance with Death. Whoa, the Matrix.
And what's the other one called?
Zandali.
Zanzibar.
Look at that cover, Mel. Look, she's stripper pulling a gun. That sounds amazing.
That sounds dangerous.
Oh my god, I've seen the cover of this movie before.
Oh,
I've
the
never
sexy
heard of it.
Judge Reinhold with a mustache. Oh boy.
I've also been called the Nicolas Cage of YouTube. That's another thing.
Erica Anderson is
Nobody
fucking
has
fine,
said
though.
that.
Erica Anderson is so fucking fine. Okay.
I'll take your word for it.
I feel like a little cum comes out every time he does that.
Planet Mondo.
Mm.
From him or from you, Tony?
Make sure to
From him. A lot from me.
You, Mel, yes, I saw it. Full Moon loaded me up to Comic-Con with 15 movies when I signed up for their channel. So yeah, I saw Beach Babes. And Huck, how did you like it? Please tell me you didn't watch it with your wife.
Bob watched it with his dad.
I did watch it with my dad. And Mel thought of me watching it with my dad while she was at work.
Yeah.
Because I heard you say it on a stream. So when I was watching it, I was like, oh my God.
Pretty great. Mel, you probably shouldn't. I mean, have you seen Tomorrow's Voyage movies already?
I watched one of them.
Okay, because you shouldn't wait till the last minute. Which one did you watch? Was it Lady in the Dark?
Alita.
Okay, A Lady in the Dark is going to be the most painful experience of your movie watching life.
Of my work day? Is that what you're saying?
I would honestly
Rogue
start now and then like ease
gonna
into
be
it.
Searching for Pornhub for bullets porn all night.
Bro,
Good
DM
luck.
me if you find it, girl.
He doesn't wear a slipcover in the videos, FYI.
Mel wants to find bullets porn too.
I don't have time to look for it though.
Yeah. If Rogue finds it, then there you go.
I'm not gonna watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it. If anybody finds it, I have no interest. Keep it a secret.
Maybe if it's Rogue Witch in it, I'll watch it. But
Rogue Witch could be a guy. You know, we don't 100% know. This is YouTube.
Mel knows if Rogue Witch is a guy.
Well, if that's her real picture.
If you think that's a real picture, I got some property to sell you. You're gonna love it.
I don't know.
Tony's saying if Rogue Witch looks like that, he's all into watching a porn with her.
Just when Blake comes on, I'll just look the other way.
Yeah, and Rogue Witch says, I'm the girl, assholes.
Hey, you tell him, girlfriend.
I don't know. I had a subscriber that had a girl picture for the longest time, and I said, "Hey, thanks for what?" And I used, I don't remember where, but
that looks like a picture that would.
I thought it was a girl,
take,
and he goes, "Oh, I'm a guy." I'm like, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah, that doesn't look
Master
like a
Chaos
picture
has been called the asshole of YouTube.
I've also been called that. Yeah.
That's the only one I will agree to.
Mel's trying to watch Rogue and bullets porn now.
Y'all, if Rogue was in it, she wouldn't be so curious to find it, right?
Yeah.
She's playing.
Unless she forgot about it.
At the beginning of the stream, she didn't even know I did it. So let's be honest.
Yeah.
He just confirmed that.
Well, now you just fucking confirmed it.
It was a glory hole.
Allegedly did it. Allegedly.
You do realize that's going to be like the next either Voyage episode or it's going to be the next Boobie stream. We're going to all be surprised when we see Blake in pornography.
Super nutsack movies.
And what would they be called?
This could be what Mel wants for her dick pics stream she's got coming up.
Yeah, there you
That
go.
could be the very first episode.
I will
watch
be
Blake.
sick that day.
No, you have to be there. You're my co-host.
I unfortunately, I think I'm dying that day.
Oh man, MC has zero interest in watching bullet porn.
That sucks to suck. Dick pics was your idea.
Yeah, for Dick Miller movies, not Blake's asshole close-ups.
Dick Miller movies, that's good.
Yeah.
Blake, you're gonna have to let us know if you're in any of these Super Boobie movies or anything like that, so we skip it or we're not pulling that one as our next pick. Blake's like, I make an appearance in that one.
They call him Pull It Blake in that one though, so you can't tell it's him.
Pull it. Oh my God.
Alan says, "Voyage to the bottom of the."
I love this. Keep giving us titles of Blake's porns.
Yes. If somebody's gonna find the real one, they're gonna put a link in the chat.
Fucking
If
better
there's a link
not.
that pops up, you know it's to Blake's porn.
He's worried because he knows it is out there.
Fish says, "I'll be your cohort, Mel. Co-host."
Thanks, Fish.
There you go. You guys have fun. Enjoy.
It's just like, wait, there's a porn of Blake out there. He's the hottest one on the stream. Let me find it. Oh, jeez. I feel like Fish is pretty send the link. Oh, jeez. All right, guys. That is all for tonight, I believe. See, that's all we need to cover, right? Just about.
That's all we need to cover. We can
covered
figure
Bush.
out...
We covered.
Yeah, we had to figure out a date, but we can do that off air.
Yeah, we covered Bush. We covered Mel's feet. We covered Blake and porn. Everything, pretty much. We covered it all tonight. So I hope everybody was entertained.
All two of you left.
And
yeah.
There's 39. We have more watching now than we had the whole time.
Much like a bukkake, everything is covered.
As soon as we started talking about Blake's porn, the numbers went from like 27 to 39.
It's weird how YouTube picks that up and go, Blake's porn, algorithm machine, and go.
Fish says, great stream as always. Film Addiction says, have a good night. Before we leave, I'll let everybody kind of close it out. Tell them where they could find you. Blake, let them know what porn you were in and where they could find it.
Honestly, I haven't uploaded shit on my channel lately, so I have a March unboxing still to do for Vinegar Syndrome. I filmed it 4 weeks ago or some shit, but it's still not edited and put it up. It'll go up eventually, sometime, whenever. I think we got Voyage. What is Voyage tomorrow?
Tomorrow. We have to do this all over again.
Oh, joy. Rogue, skip that stream. It's fine. It's good.
He's gonna find that link and post it.
Well, he's telling you what to do, bro.
I am counting on it.
I feel like Rogue is gonna find it.
Yeah.
Unboxing is a good name for a porno, Blake.
Mel, let everybody know where they can find your feet pics and how much it'll cost.
I'm Mel from My Killer Podcast. Check out my OnlyFans page and you can see my feet.
Is there a discount for YouTube Nicolas Cage and YouTube Christopher Walken?
No.
All these guys in this stream want your feet pics.
Use promo code DOGLOVER.
Huck says this was a show.
Huck, were you here the whole time?
Just hit that like button. Poor Huck. I feel bad.
I know, me too.
Huck and Tony, they're too appropriate for this stream. They're too pure-minded. Adam, you're not pure-minded. Go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you.
Yeah, I'll be down at the local strip club next weekend, and then the weekend after that, signing boobies. And but really, most of the time I'll be on here. I'm Adam the Movie Hunter normally, but tonight was the Boobie Hunter. Also, I Want That Movie on IG. That's where you're gonna find more of my exploitation, raunchy, just degrading. More
Did you
gory
say I
horror.
want that? Did you say I want that boobie or I want that movie?
I want that boobie, but it's actually I want that movie.
Okay.
But yes, I do want that boobie. So that might be the new spinoff. But yes, just find me on either platform, either page. Mainly just hunts and hauls right now, and I'm gonna have a new one up probably tomorrow. So
awesome. Tony, what about you?
Mr. Tony of the Dead on YouTube. I mainly just go live now, and I'll be doing the unboxing of Vinegar Syndromes, but I'm not going to be doing any more reviews or anything because I don't want to. Which it's true. I hate doing it. I don't mind. I don't mind this. I don't mind this.
Welcome to the party, pal.
I know. Unboxings are not fun to me anymore. But Tony, shout out to Mel because she found that video of you falling asleep in your live stream, and you were like, "Anyways."
Yeah, I know.
He was.
I laughed at that so hard.
He was
I
out.
didn't miss a beat.
No.
Oh, hell yeah. Immediately after that stream, I was like, I gotta find this.
Yeah. That's what she's going to be doing with Bola's porn.
After the stream.
Look, it's gonna be hard because the guy's got aliases, so you'll never find it by his real name. Because I know him. He's got like 8 names.
Yeah.
He
Flip
says he's
cover
told us
Blake.
his real name. I don't fucking know. He could be lying to me. His real name could be Dix McSquiggles. I don't know.
Oh God, I hope so.
Huck says,
If my name was Dick McSquiggles, it would definitely be my YouTube name.
No, Huck came late. Huck came late,
Oh, okay,
like
good.
some of the movies you've been talking about.
This is why we love you, Huck.
Lion Huck.
If you Google David Lennonhawk or Lennonhawk, you'll find all my stuff. Coming up, I've got 2 things getting delivered to me all on box. One is Vision End of the Line. The other is the Canadian Blu-ray uncut of Cronenberg's Infinity Pool. If you Google Chicken Fry Guy, you'll find my Tosh from 10 years ago. And if you're looking for a daddy, hit me up in the DMs.
Chicken fry guy.
Wow. All right, MC, the moment we've all been waiting for.
Oh, thank you. Hey, bud, I'm almost done. My son's over here. I know. We're almost done. We're talking about very important movies here. I'll see you in a little bit. Anyway, just doing the panels right now. Tomorrow, Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel. We're talking 2 of the god-awful worst movies for season 2. Absolutely terrible. Those are going to be on OGP's channel. I think Mel and Blake and Tony will all put up little reminders tomorrow when that placeholder goes up if it hasn't already, which I don't think it has. Anyway, Voyage. Then on the 16th, on my channel, me and my Chaos crew, that's Brother Chaos and Tracker Chaos, we actually had to switch our movie because it left Tubi and none of us actually have it on physical. So we're going to be talking Over the Top, just kind of a deep dive into that one movie. Then on the 18th, it's All the Colors of the Dork. What the hell are we doing? I'm blanking on that. Oh, we're doing High Kick Angels, which is basically a live-action anime remake of Die Hard. Pretty amazing. And then the other one is Zombie-Ass Toilet of the Dead, which is a very special film, as you can tell by the title. And then I got on the 30th of April, I'm squeezing in one last episode that involves, oh God, I'm blanking. Oh, it's Guilty Pleasure Gang, and I'm blanking on what we're doing. Oh, we're doing Lord of Illusions and something Sorority Beach Girls, something. Not this one, something else. So anyway, so that's what I'm doing, and then we're gonna do one last season finale for Voyage over on Mel's channel on April 3rd, and then on April 4th, I fly to Ohio to make my next movie, and I'm kind of having to take May off, and we'll talk about that off air when it comes to scheduling.
April 3rd?
May 3rd. May 3rd.
Sorry, May 3rd. Yeah. And that's me.
Awesome. Well, I got a bunch of live streams planned, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, hopefully everybody had a great time. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for letting me host it. We'll figure out the date, and like they said, we'll definitely be posting it and promoting it on Instagram and all that stuff. So,
and I'll make sure I tag everybody, right, Bob?
Yeah. So you know what? I typed in Tony, and you're under Mr. Tony the Dead, so it didn't pull up. That's why. Yeah. Sorry, my bad, man.
And you should apologize to Lennonhawk too.
Yes, I do apologize to everybody. Gus, did you see my birthday video? Gave you a delightful shout out. I have not need to. I'm catching up on videos tonight. Gus says he's changing his YouTube name to Gus Perkaboobs.
Yeah,
Perkaboobs. I like that.
It's my 1 minute birthday short. You'll love it.
Love.
All right. Well, I'll let this little clip play, and then that's it for the night.
Yay, titties!
So everybody have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.